Love doesn't happen right away. It's a growing process. Love develops after one has gone through many ups and downs. When you've suffered together, cried together, laughed together, and had a lot of memories together as well. However, what if I tell you that there are some tribes in which parents still play a crucial role in choosing whom their children will marry?
Huyo msichana utaletewa na wazazi yako, hata kama umempenda, watakuweka kwa lazima, watapajua, mtakaa naye hadi mzoeane. Lakini kwangu sasa, mimi naona ni maisha ngumu sana.
In most African cultures, marriage was conducted among parents before children even knew it. But as civilization arrived, cultures evolved and marriages became the responsibilities of the young adults involved. Last time we were in Kenya, we found people who decided to live together and portrayed it by locking the padlock and throwing the keys in the middle of the sea so that they would never find it and open it. We also found a white woman who agreed to leave everything behind in her home country, the US, in order to come to Africa and live with a motorcyclist in a village. Today, we're heading north of Kenya in a place known as Loyangalanzi, near Lake Turkana. This is the home of the Molos tribe. The tribe is very unique, from how they live, the food they eat, to the water they drink. What is special about this tribe is their amazing wedding. It's something like you've never seen before. Today, we are in a place known as Loyangalani near Lake Turkana in Kenya. This is the home of the Molos tribe in which parents will choose the wife of their firstborn sons. But why is this culture still practiced here, and how does it affect the relationship between families? Today, we have attended the amazing wedding of people from the Molos tribe. This man you see here is Severio Manzwa Nalapidi. He was the first son in his family, and he had never heard of this tribe's culture until he was ready to marry.
Nilikuwa nikiendelea na masomo yangu.
When I was a young man and studying I loved a girl so much. When I finally wanted to marry her, I informed my parents, as I wanted them to bless us so that we can proceed to start a family. But my father informed me that in our culture, the firstborn son is not allowed to marry a wife of his choice, only a wife who has been chosen by his family, especially his father. The tradition suggests that a family will find a girl, appreciate her, and then engage with her parents. If everything works out well, they bring you the girl to marry her, whether you like her or not. With a heavy heart, Severio had to let go of his girlfriend, whom he wanted to marry, and he had to marry another woman who was chosen by his family. Adopting to his new life with an unknown wife was not an easy task, but just like other firstborn sons in his tribe, he had to persist until his marriage with his wife was successful. To make sure that all firstborn sons are respectful of this tradition, Molo's boys are marked with paintings, which serve to tell other women that these boys are the firstborn and thus must be avoided. The painting markings are composed of two colors, gray and red colors. Gray is painted on the right side of the body. The paintings start with 4 broad lines on the right arm, right leg, and right socket on the eye. Then the red color is painted on the left side of the body in the same fashion as well. 4 broad lines are drawn on the left arm, leg, and eye socket. The tradition is very old and has been practiced for centuries in this tribe. It serves to help the first son to get the right woman who will help him to expand the family into the next generations.
Hiyo ni kama
It's done in order to help him get the right woman who will treat him well and who will help him to expand the family by mothering a lot of children for him. When parents of a man are looking for a potential wife, they will look deeper into her family and try to understand its ancestors. They have to analyze their bloodline to make sure that they match their family's blood. They also examine the life of the woman's family, whether they're calm people with good habits, and if they're not satisfied, they might change and look for another woman elsewhere. Because parents don't want to be blamed by their sons for making bad choices for them, they always try their best to bring a woman from a family with good manners, which indicates that she will be a good wife. It can be a long process. When both families are satisfied with the negotiations, then a woman will be covered with traditional attires. When a woman accepts to wear this traditional neck ring, it serves the same role as wedding rings in modern marriages. When the wedding day is finally due, a groom will be brought outside of his hut to join the women who are chosen by the groom's families. A time comes when the brides will be given the permission to join their husbands, and each woman approaches her man, who must accept her without any complaint. Then there is a celebration of all family members and friends. They dance together in celebration of their son's wedding, and it is at this point that the couple will swiftly discharge from the group and head to their hut to start their family. Sometime a man might have a girlfriend by the time his family brings him another woman to marry. In that case, the girlfriend is supposed to bless the new woman by pouring water on her as a sign of acceptance. If they don't do it, there is a fear that something might go wrong in the new marriage.
kitu ya kwanza hatujazoeana.
In the first days of our forced marriage, we never talked because we didn't know each other. It was difficult for me because I had someone whom I really loved with all my heart, and that complicated my new love for this wife, whom was brought to me by my parents. It was a difficult life for all of us in the beginning, but we chose to stick together even if it was difficult in the first few months. We always tried to be patient with each other. After around 3 months, we started to get used to each other, and as time went on, our partnership strengthened as well. We finally managed to get our children together, and we have a good life now, full of love. Some fathers choose to inform their sons about this ritual when they're still young, and this is what Benson Likuraniloa's father did to him, which helped him to accept the tradition so easily. When I was 21 years old, my dad took me for a walk to have a little discussion with him. In our culture, a son is supposed to be close to his father, while a girl is supposed to be close to her mother. He asked me if I knew a certain girl from a family which was our friend, and followed up by asking me how I see her. He then told me that they have placed the ring neck on her, which means that she will be my wife. It didn't take long. They brought her to me and we started to live together. Some parents choose to let their sons know whom they will live with, while others keep it a secret until the surprising date comes. It's the responsibility of the father to tell their sons how to behave and how to rule their households. They tell their sons the do's and don'ts, the taboos and all of that. Benson plans to do the same to his first son, who is 2 years old. Alishete Kanapiri is another man whose family chose a wife for him, despite his long-term relationship with his girlfriend. But the man now understands the reason behind this tradition. He insists that instead of avoiding the woman who has been brought by his family, he would rather marry her and later on marry the one he loves.
Majina naitwa Leshetin Tanapir.
It is necessary that our parents bring us wives as the firstborn son. Even if you don't like the woman, you have to accept her and be patient with her until you get used to each other. That's how our tribe operates. When I found out that my parents would be responsible for my wife since I was the firstborn, I quickly accepted it because I knew it was a very old tradition in our tribe. Even when you love another woman so much, you have to accept the woman who is brought by your parents, and later you would then have the opportunity to marry another woman of your choice. Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe.